Have you ever been in the grocery store just kind of staring at the produce and wondering what that organic label really, truly means? Well, today we're going to cut right through all that confusion. We're going to explore the two very different worlds behind the food we eat, organic and conventional. We've all been there, right? You're looking at two identical looking apples. One's organic, one's not. And you're just standing there thinking, okay, what's the real deal here? What does that label actually mean for my family, for my health, and for the planet? Let's get you some answers. Let's dive in. All right, so to really understand this whole thing, we're going to walk down two completely different paths of food production. First up, let's explore the world of organic farming. So, what's the big idea behind organic? You can think of that as farming in partnership with nature. The whole philosophy is to use natural processes and materials, basically everything in nature's existing toolkit, while steering clear of man-made synthetics. And this system is all interconnected. So instead of using chemical sprays to get rid of pests, organic farmers might release beneficial insects, like ladybugs, to do the job naturally. Instead of chemical fertilizers, they're building up healthy, rich soil using compost. For livestock, it means natural feed. And here's a big one: genetically modified organisms, GMOs, are a total no-go. And all of this really points to a much bigger goal. See, organic isn't just about the food you end up buying, it's about the entire journey. The aim is to work in harmony with nature, to improve soil health, to promote biodiversity, that's all the different plants and animals in the ecosystem, and ultimately to reduce farming's overall environmental impact. Okay, let's switch gears. We've seen the organic path, now let's see how it compares to the other side of the coin. It's time to explore the world of conventional or non-organic farming. Conventional farming is, well, it's playing a different game with a different set of rules. The primary goal here is really about maximizing productivity, getting the most food possible from the land. And to do that, farmers often use a toolkit that includes synthetic chemicals and genetically modified crops. And when you put them side by side, the contrast is pretty stark, right? Instead of biological pest controls, you have synthetic chemical pesticides. Instead of compost building up the soil over time, you have chemical fertilizers designed for a quick, direct nutrient boost. And where organic farming says no to GMOs, conventional farming often embraces them to do things like build in pest resistance or increase crop yields. So, the main objective here is different. This intense focus on high yields and efficiency leads to two major outcomes: a much more abundant food supply, and often lower prices for all of us when we're at the checkout. Now, it's really important to look at the whole picture here. These conventional methods are part of a much bigger public conversation. For a while now, concerns have been raised about what the potential long-term effects of synthetic chemicals and GMOs might be, both for our own health and for the health of the environment. Okay, so we've walked down both paths. We've seen the different philosophies, the different toolkits. Now let's bring it all back home and talk about the most important part of this equation: the choice that you get to make. Let's just boil this down into a super simple comparison. When you look at the big three, pesticides, fertilizers, and genetics, the divide is crystal clear. Organic methods rely on natural and biological options. Conventional methods use synthetic, chemical, and often GMO-based options. It's a fundamental difference in how we approach growing food. So, which one is better? Honestly, that's the million-dollar question. And the truth is, there isn't one simple answer for everyone. The best choice really, truly depends on what you care about most, what your personal priorities are when you're shopping for food. So what are those priorities? Well, think about what matters most to you. Is it the long-term environmental sustainability of our farmland? Is it minimizing your personal exposure to synthetic chemicals? Or is your budget the biggest factor driving your decision? Your answers to those questions will point you toward the choice that's right for you. And that really brings us right to our final question. Now that you understand the key differences, the philosophies, and the methods behind these two worlds, you are empowered to make a much more informed decision. So take a second and think about it. Based on your own values and your own priorities, what does an informed food choice look like for you?